few additional products that can help the students and the colleges in detail, right? So one thing that we have worked on in the last couple of months and it is made available is on the learning content, right, which will help the students to prepare towards a general employability skill, I would say, right, focusing on cognitive skills, and there are also practice tests for programming and all that. And we are also looking at additional value that we have created through monthly reporting to institutions, right? So these are a few things that we have done to colleges. But today, I will ask Indu to talk about two areas predominantly, which is the IT career readiness pack that has been revamped. We will talk about what has been the change and why we have done it. And also to talk about the learning content we have created in detail. And towards the end, I'll also answer any questions that any of you might have towards what we discussed and in general on NQT. Okay, so Indu, you can sort of start the session.
So yeah, so we are having, I think, here institutions, Fox, as well as students on this call. So just wanted to know, so what is that you're going to take from this session, or what is it you're going to be take away for you from the NQT as such? So just what NQT does it for any new institution who's there in the call, or for institutions who are already and customer of NQT, right? So just like we are helping basically to prepare students for placements at zero additional cost. So that is where we have come up with this cognitive preparatory course, and it will not only help students to prepare for NQT, you can ace any other exams, any other competitive exams by preparing your students using that course. And yeah, we are trying to achieve improved placements to the colleges, and we are partnered with 900 plus corporate partners now, including TCS and other corporates across 23 plus major industries. So, and after this, after the students take a NQT test, we are also giving a report to the colleges on the students' test participation and the performance. And also after NQT, when they take up a job, when they start applying to the jobs, we are giving a progress or updates on how many jobs they are applying, how many they are getting shortlisted. These reports is something that we are providing as a value to institutions. So what value a student gets by taking an NQT, right? What is the value that they get, right? So they get access to applying to jobs in TCS on job listing platform. And the second thing is they can add this code to their resume, and they can apply to jobs in any other platform as well. So to stand out in the crowd, and they get access to the foundation as well as advanced cognitive skills at preparatory course at no cost. So any user who's taking and purchasing an NQT, so these are the values they get. And apart from this, we are also providing practice tests to benchmark the current level and to learn and improve your scores. And we are also offering these as an add-on product for users who are purchasing cognitive skills, IT pack or BFSI pack or programming. These are different variants in NQT. So I'll just we'll go through what are these things, and for which product you get these things as an additional add-on product. So other value that you get is like the students today, right? After by how they, I mean, with this NQT, they're able to access to jobs across India. So location is not a constraint anymore. So they appear for the test either from the TCS on exam center, or they can appear from the home. And another advantage to the students is they can appear for multiple attempts. So to know, like for example, you take an attempt in April, your scores are not satisfied. You're not satisfied with your scores. You want to take another attempt. You can appear again in July as well. And you can access to jobs beyond IT. So in NQT, we're not restricting to access to not only to jobs in IT. So we have tied up with 900 plus corporates and across 23 plus industries. And yeah, and another main advantages for the students who are purchasing NQT through the colleges, they can avail a discount of 30% from the listed price that is available on the platform. So if with this in a B2B model, students can avail this discount through their colleges. So again, I just want to quickly touch base. So okay, so we are talking about NQT. We are talking about a preparatory course. We are talking about other products that are available. But ideally, after NQT, my end goal is what? I need a job. So just so that there might be a question in your mind. So what are the I mean, who all we are partnered with, right? So there are 900 plus corporates. Again, in this slide, I've just summarized some of our top brands or hiring partners. Just a snapshot of the top ones alone. So Flipkart, Reliance, Tata Motors, Mahindra, Jio, TCS, TVS, Muthoot, and Bajaj Finserv, Axis Bank, Emphasis, HDFC Life, IndusInd Bank, so Tech Mahindra, SBI General. So it's just not about, again, NQT is not about an entry point for your jobs in TCS. It's your entry point or to reach your dream job across corporates, across industries. So one test, you will get a chance for hiring or shortlisting by any of these partners. So today, just there could be some students in this webinar who are new to NQT. So I just want to quickly touch base what NQT is, and then let you know how you can access the preparatory course, right? So just first couple of slides, I just wanted to touch base for the new audience who are there in this webinar. So what TCS NQT is, it's basically a nationwide test, and it assesses the job seekers. Like it bridges the gap between the industry, the corporates, and the job seekers. So it's a single test which will bridge the gap, and with this score, you can apply to the jobs in TCS Ion platform as well as to any other platform just by adding this scorecard to your resume. Okay, so, and there are different modes of assessment, so you can take it from home or from in center, and there is a multiple attempts which you can improve your scores every quarter, and always the best score. For example, there are multiple attempts, but always your best score will be published. All graduates are eligible. It is not for any particular degree. So it's like BA, BSc, BCom, any degree students can appear for this test. And in NQT as an exam conducting body, we don't have any restriction on the year of passing. But again, when you are applied to corporates, each corporate will have a different criteria for the year of passing. So accordingly, they will be shortlisting you. And we have a wider industry coverage, so recognition across multiple industries. So it's a very nominal fee per test, and you get an additional all of these what we said, all of the value adds which I mentioned in my previous slide at no cost to you. So again, just the score that you get will be valid for 2 years, and there is no limit on the number of attempts. So every quarter the exam is being conducted, and you can register for each quarter. But again, for each quarter you have to apply. Okay, so it's not just one time have a multiple attempt. For each attempt you have to apply. Till now, we have created different set of variants in NQT. Okay, if you go to the NQT landing page, we will ping you on this chat box. So if you visit the NQT landing page, you will see different set of product variants that are available. So it's all of these will add, I mean, whichever is your job role that you're interested. Accordingly, you can choose the particular subject NQT. For example, you wanted to find some job roles related to machine learning, you can take subject NQT machine learning. Because when you apply for such job role, it will be easy or value add to your resume, and for corporates to shortlist you. Okay, so and again the very foundation, the basic mandatory that is needed is cognitive skills, and next is the attitudinal alignment, which is your psychometric test, which will assess your traits, attitudinal traits, And based on which industry you're looking for jobs, accordingly you can choose information technology or banking and financials. If you're interested in banking and financial services industry, you can choose that. Yeah, so different set of variants we have created for engineering stream, non-engineering stream. So like financial markets and services, we have accountant, we have, and for IT related variants are also like network engineer, web designer, blockchain. So whichever job role you're interested in, and you can choose and apply to such variants. So we also have created two packs, which is IT Career Readiness Pack and BFS Career Readiness Pack. So this is basically, this IT pack is for students who are looking for jobs in IT, and this is for non-IT related jobs. Okay, so these two products are created as a pack because it has attitudinal alignment, the psychometric as well combined with it. And apart from that, you also get access to a 15-day course, which will help you in preparing for your job search, to how you can face the group discussions, how you can confidently face the interviews, and how you can write your resume, email etiquettes once you enter into a corporate. So those things are covered in that course. It's a 15-day course you get as an add-on. Also, you get a counseling product as well. So to guide you on which career you can choose. Okay. And yeah, we have given a snapshot of totally today we have able to place 1 lakh plus NQT students, and just a snapshot on which all companies we have been able to successfully place the NQT candidates. So it's in the last 1-2 years, it's a very significant number that we're able to achieve through this NQT, and we are very glad and happy that we were able to successfully place 1 lakh plus candidates. And just a quick snapshot on our success story. And yeah, so we have till date, we have 19 lakh plus applicants who have applied to jobs in our portal, and we have 6 lakh plus people who are certified, who have appeared for the paid NQT and have got a scorecard. Okay, and we have 23 plus product variants, and we are able to conduct the exams across 700 plus locations in 6,800 plus centers. Okay, and if you see on the salary part, the highest salary an NQT candidate is able to get, I mean, highest salary we have been placed is 19 lakh per annum. And today, as on date, we have 11,000 plus openings in our job listing portal. In TCS on job listing portal, we have 11K plus job openings that are available. Okay, and we are having job openings across 165 job roles. Okay, so that's the significant numbers, and we are having candidates from tier 2 and tier 3 cities participating in NQT. 79% of the candidates are from tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Today in the campus interview model, these tier 2 and tier 3 city colleges are not getting significant opportunities in terms of placement. So we are happy to share that we are able to get participation from 79% or from tier 2 and tier 3 cities. I think I've given a brief overview and what the NQT product is. So just now, I want to come back now on what are the changes that you have made in the test design. So previously, we have been NQT, this cognitive skills. We have been conducting this for 120 minutes. Okay. So now, due to as per the industry demand, and to make easier, or to we have thought through and we have redesigned the test to be for 75 minutes. Okay, so we have cut down the questions. Previously it was 80 questions, 120 minutes. Now we have modified it to 65 questions, 75 minutes. Okay, and the marks are displayed here, or your RAS scores. You'll be like you'll be appearing for 65 marks. But again, in the scorecard, this marks will be scaled, normalized, scaled, and you'll get a scorecard for still the same, as per the same pattern. You'll get a scorecard for 1,800. Okay. So hope this is clear to you. It's very straightforward. The same, there is no change in the syllabus, nothing. Only thing, we have reduced the duration of the test and we have reduced the number of questions to make easy or for students, more easier for the students. Okay. And coming to the IT pack, right? So in this slide, I think we will also ping you this on the chat box. We have given the mock test link for the IT pack. So I'll just first explain the changes and I'll come back to this. So previously, anybody who was purchasing an IT pack, the total duration was 210 minutes, because there will be a cognitive skills for 120 minutes and programming for 60 minutes and attitudinal for 30 minutes. Now, since we have changed this 120 minutes to 75 minutes, okay, so we have changed it. And in addition to that, we are adding in the numerical itself, we are adding two extra sections, meaning which is advanced quantitative ability and advanced reasoning ability. Okay, so two different sections we are added, and this is of 35 minutes. Okay, and as usual, as the earlier product, the programming is the same programming will be there. Instead of 60 minutes, it is 55 minutes. There is no multiple choice question in programming now. It is two hands-on questions. Like two programming question will be there. There is no multiple choice in programming, unlike the previous product. And we have reduced the time duration from 60 minutes to 55 minutes. But extra thing is these two, the advanced quantitative ability and advanced reasoning ability. These two are the new sections. Okay, so why I'll just come to this, like we have analyzed the industry, and also this is to be in aligned with the TCS integrated test pattern. Okay, so TCS has come up with a new integrated test pattern. Previously, there was a separate test pattern for ninja hiring, for digital hiring, for off-campus hiring. There was a different pattern. So students have to write multiple tests to reach the digital hiring. Okay, so now it's been a standardized test. So whether it is a ninja or a digital offer, or to apply for IT job in any other corporates, it's a single test, and based on your performance, purely based on your performance, you will be directly eligible for a ninja or a digital. Okay, so now any college, previously when TCS were doing a digital test, it is like only selective colleges had the opportunity. Now it's like any college pan India, they have their students will be eligible for digital hiring, meaning they can appear for the NQT exam, and based on the scores they are eligible. Likewise, they are eligible for ninja, as well as other corporates for looking for programming or developer kind of roles. Using this code they can apply. Okay, only one difference is, I mean, just if you want to compare this with the TCS TCS integrated test or this NQT IT pack, there is one difference. Okay, in TCS pattern there will be a dot-in test which is of 1 minute, but that we are not changing that. So we are just continuing with the attitudinal alignment test, which is 30 minute psychometric test, because this is something which we believe that all corporates will not be I mean, they will not be like they would look for at least for a 30-minute test on the attitudinal part. Okay, so that is why we didn't want to change that pattern, and we are continuing with the same design. Okay. And again, previously, when you have taken the IT pack, you will receive two separate practice tests for cognitive separately and programming separately. Now, since it is a single integrated test for both cognitive as well as programming, you will overall both cognitive plus programming together, you will get two practice tests in your My Dashboard, which is of 5 attempts, and the total test will be for 165 minutes duration. Okay, and also when you purchase this IT pack, you will get a preparatory course which will have a content for preparing for foundation cognitive as well as advanced cognitive, and you will have videos, online videos for each topic, and you will be having full length mock test at each topic wise. There will be some mock test, And at the end of the course also you will be having 2 full-length mock tests. Also there will be some NQT specific topics and videos. Okay, again this preparatory course is common for any competitive exam to prepare. You can prepare using this course, and there will be certain topics which are NQT specific, wherein we are solving some NQT specific questions. Okay. So now, since this we have modified this test design, all the candidates who have applied for the NQT IT pack for July exam, they will be appearing for this July exam using the new design, new test pattern only. So all 2 sections, both part A and part B, are mandatory, and it's a full-fledged 195 minutes test. So again, here the overall duration, we have reduced it by 15 minutes, which is much easier for students. So 3.5 hours, it is now 3 hours 15 minutes. So we have reduced the duration for the students. So now just let's quickly go through how you can access this cognitive preparatory course. Okay, so yeah. So I've given the snapshot here. I'll just quickly show you on the screen as well how you can access the course. So this is my login. Okay, so I've just logged in. There will be a login icon. You have logged in, and once you log in, go to my dashboard, my products, my dashboard, my products. You will see this TCS NQT IT Career Readiness Test. Okay, so this is the new product in TCS NQT IT Career Readiness Test. So click on Get Started. You will see here 3 products that are available, 3 sub products or child products. So this is the preparatory course, TCS NQT Advanced Cognitive Skills. This is the preparatory course, and there will also be another 2 practice tests, full-fledged practice tests as well. This is something, again, when you take these 2 practice tests, you will also know your scores. So what is your score? How much you're scoring? You can take it, and you can even benchmark yourself. Okay. So apart from that, there is also a sample test on the product page as well. That is just for you to have a look and feel of the exam. There will not be any scores at the end of the sample test. But in the practice test, you will get a detailed report as well. How many questions you have made right, wrong, what is your score, things like that. Okay, so apart from that, I just want to quickly just tell you. So there are many students who have applied for NQT in a remote mode, online mode, to take it from the home. So when you go into your My Dashboard, you will also see something like this: infrastructure readiness check for whatever product you're purchasing. You will see this infrastructure readiness check product as well. So when you see here, right, click here to launch. So make sure that you're doing this, and you will be exactly entering into the mode where how you will be taking the actual exam. Okay, the practice test, what I showed, it will be like a browser-based exam only. But on the exam day, you will be taking the exam from TCS ION Launcher, which is an application to take the exam. So you can take this test to make sure that your system has the required capability, or your hardware, your camera, everything is in place, so that you can take the exam on exam day flawlessly. Okay. So it's very important. So yeah. Yes, yeah. So I think I've also just given the some of the important URLs. Okay, so just a quick summary. So after you take the test, certain steps that you have to do: you have to register in the job listing portal, you have to apply to the jobs, attend the interview, and then get selected. So there is certain steps, like you have to update your digital profile in our platform. And also there is a video, step-by-step video, detailed video on how you can take the RA exam, the online mode of exam, and how you can apply to NQT, how you can use your license code in case if you have received the license code from your college, how you can activate it. Okay. So in case anybody have any questions, we can ask just quickly. I'll show you how you can activate a license code also. So there is a activate code button here, right? So anywhere you come on the TCS on learning platform, you'll see this activate code. You can just click this and enter your license code, and you can view the product that is associated to that particular license code, and you can activate it. Okay, so now open to questions.
Indumati, thank you so much. Thank you for running us through the TCS NQT product construct, its variants, the preparatory course, the new IT pack, and the demo. I wish this would have been very insightful, and to all the participants who are attending the live session today. Now, before moving forward, I would like to mention that we have a poll which is just about to open. So, request all of you to share your valuable feedback with us to understand your opinion, and that will help us to reach out to you in future as well. So, it is just opening in just another 1 minute.
So there were some questions which I responded on the chat. There are a few other questions I thought I'll just talk as well. There was a question about whether a BCom student can take an IT pack. Answer is yes. If anyone is interested in an IT career, they can take it. As long as the IT companies are okay to hire BCom, BSc, BCA, MCA roles, it is up to them. There are job roles that even non-engineers can apply to. So it is based on the specific job roles which the corporates post. Or if you go to the website, you might see some jobs that is looking for any graduate, right? In such cases, you can also apply. So you need to have some sort of a proficiency, IT proficiency. Typically, if you're having some developer skills, it helps you.
Sure, Mani. So now I will take up the questions one by one. The poll is open. So I'm requesting all the participants, those who have not given their valuable feedback, to please give your valuable feedback to us. And now we can start up with the Q&A. So the first question is that how this NQT IT career pack will help the 2020 batch pass students.
So see, this pack is actually meant to assess the skill, right? So if you're from 20, 21, 22, 23, does not matter. What it is assessing is your readiness on cognitive skills and programming skills, right? So if you're able to get a good score on this, and if a company is looking for an immediate hire, then they will look at 2022 and 2021 where they are already graduated and are able to join quickly. So yes, as a 2021 graduate, you can take it, and you have to look for jobs that are asking for immediate joining so that you're not waiting for your graduation to get completed.
Okay, thanks, Mani. The next question is related to the July cycle, that the exam date is on 10th July, and what is the last date to register? So
25th, right, Tindu?
Yes, for June.
25th June, EOD.
The next question is, will I be selected for Ninja or digital interview directly through this exam?
Yes, you will be able to, or rather, when you take this test, first of all, let me clarify this just in case it is still not clear to the audience. This is not the exam that we are doing in July is not the Ninja test. This is not a TCS Ninja test, right? This is the TCS National Qualifier Test, which is a paid assessment product to help students better their cognitive skills and to prepare themselves for a job. Now, TCS is one of the companies that is hiring from this. So, as and when TCS starts his 2023 hiring, you also will be eligible. But the Ninja exam or the digital exam that TCS will be doing, that will happen somewhere down the line, and you can apply for that also. This is not
the TCS Ninja exam, right? This is a paid TCS NQT, which is, if you are actually buying this product, why should I buy, right? If TCS is giving it free, why should I buy? The answer is, while a TCS Ninja test can get you a job in TCS, this paid NQT offers more opportunities for you. Apart from TCS, you can also go through a free route. You can also go through a paid route. The advantage in a paid route is that apart from TCS, you have an opportunity to work with other IT companies as well. Now, as a value add to all our subscribers, paid subscribers, we have created a very detailed self-paced learning content, which is close to about 65 plus hours of learning, including specific learning content for NQT, and with 40 plus topic level practice test and 2 full-length mock tests. So this content also is going to help you prepare or brush up your cognitive skills, right? So in some sense, you'll be able to take any other test as well using this knowledge. So you can also look at this as a learning product, but this comes when you buy or subscribe to a paid NQT. So the learning is an additional value add that we are creating for the students, right? So this is a difference between what the TCS exam will be and a paid NQT, right? So I just hope that the difference is clear.
Sure, Mani. I think definitely would have been clear to the students. So the next question is, I gave NQT in August, but due to my net issue, I disconnected. And now in my NQT profile, it's showing that your ID is banned for 1 year. You are not follow TCS protocols.
Yeah, so it is very important that all test takers understand this. We have very stringent controls and monitoring for the online exam that is being done, right? So there is AI mission-driven monitoring. We have human proctors monitoring. Anyone attempting to cheat will be identified and will be debarred. The results will be withheld, and for next 1 year they cannot participate. It is a downside of trying to do something which is not acceptable.
So what language options are available for hands-on coding questions?
Perl, Python, Java, C++.
Okay, great. One of the students is asking that what about non-IT students? I think you have already answered that BCom and other course students can also apply.
Correct. Absolutely.
Yeah. One of the questions is like, Mani, is the content which is being said now, is it updated in the website? I don't know which content they
I
are
don't know what you
referring
mean
to.
by saying this
Preparatory
content.
course is
There
what
is
they're
a
asking, it is updated.
sorry, Indu.
They are asking about the preparatory course money. It is updated on the website. So anybody who has purchased it from April 2021 onwards, they would have received that preparatory course by now on their My Dashboard.
One of
Yeah,
the
like Indu
students has
showed on the
asked,
screen. You have to log into our Learning Hub platform, go to My Dashboard and launch it from there.
sure, Mani. Thanks, Indu, for the update. The other question is, do scores get sent to companies after NQT, after they give the NQT?
Yeah, I tried responding on the chat as well. We do not share any data to corporate. The corporates post their job. The candidates who have written the test based on their scores and their own career aspiration has to pick and choose what jobs they want to apply. If anyone has visited our job portal, they will know that there are detailed filters available. You can filter by salary, you can filter by company, you can filter by job role, so that you choose what you want to do and you apply to those jobs. Only these applications are visible to the corporate, and from that pool they will shortlist, which means that if you are aspiring for a job, merely writing a test will not be sufficient. You have to write the test, and basis the score, you might want to pick and choose the job that you want and apply. Unless you apply, you will not get a job.
Mani, one of the couple of students are asking that they have registered for TCS NQT cognitive exam and subject IT NQT separately. So do they have to register in IT pack specifically for this type of exam pattern?
Yes, answer is yes. See, cognitive product which is separate, programming product which is separate is at a certain level. Now, the way Hindu explained on the IT career readiness pack, there are three main sections, right? There is a basic cognitive section. There is an advanced, maybe basic / foundational cognitive section. There is an advanced cognitive section, and there is programming. Many companies are looking for candidates with good amount of cognitive skills and good programming skills. So there are companies that even might differentiate that someone who is doing extremely well in advanced cognitive and in programming might be given a different type of job role beyond your developer role, for example. TCS is one such company. Right? TCS says that if someone does well in advanced section and in programming, they might consider for digital profile. That's a call TCS is taking today. And similarly, other IT companies also might say that if someone is able to exhibit higher level of cognitive ability and higher level of programming skills, I might want to differentiate the role as well as salary, right? So that is completely up to the hiring companies. So we are playing a role where on one side, if someone is interested just in a developer role, you go with the cognitive and programming, which is separate. But if you're very strong in cognitive skills and if you're very strong in programming skills, then I would recommend that you go for this IT career readiness test, where you can do part A foundation, part B advanced in cognitive, and also the programming part, right? So that the IT companies have a better view of who you are as a candidate.
Sure, Mani. Sure. Thanks for giving a detailed insight on this. The next couple of questions are basically on the license code and activation code. Are they the same? And how will the students get the license code?
Yeah, I saw that question as well. See, yeah, license code and activation code, we use it interchangeably. Now, there are students and maybe even TPOs from our partner colleges who are part of this call. Wherever a college has partnered with us, we have given them access codes or license codes or activation codes, and these are passed on to the students at their college. So if you are from a particular college, you could connect with the TPO to see if they are a partner college with us, and if so, then they would have paid on your behalf, because of which they'll give an access code, and using that you can go and register without paying yourself. So the difference is, as a student, you can go and buy directly from the website. It is called a B2C transaction or a business to consumer or customer transaction, where you have to make the payment by yourself. Or other one is through the college, where the college buys the license on behalf of you, and having made the payment, we will give them access codes. Those codes are passed on to the student. The student goes and puts this code. That is where the activation comes in. So when you subscribe to the product, either you pay, which is you buy directly, or you activate, where you take a license code given by the college and put it in the portal, which means that you'll get subscribed without making payment because the college has paid on your behalf.
Sure, Mani. The next question is, some of the questions are on the if the students miss the exam, miss the NQT. So does TCS reschedule or refund for a big missed exam due to some technical issues?
No, answer is no. We take a lot of effort towards planning these exams. There is a lot of planning and effort and cost involved because we expect the candidates to come. I cannot assume that the candidate will not come and not plan for it, right? So all the investment I have to do from my end for the exam to run successfully, I will do it, because of which the no-show is considered as a risk on the candidate side, and they have to forego that exam, right? Which means that if they want to appear again, they have to pay for it again. So we do not give another attempt. If at all it's any technical issue from TCS side, yeah, definitely we will honor that and then we'll give another attempt. But if it is a technical issue on the candidate end, or for some reason they did not feel like taking the exam that day, then they had to forfeit that exam and appear for it again one more time by making one more payment.
Sure, Mani. The next is on the gap, basically, like after 12th, how much gap is allowed? The number of years of gap is allowed for appearing for NQT.
Number of years of gap. I don't understand the question. Can you read again?
Basically, they want to know, Mani, that if there is a gap after 12th, they had done some degree course and there is a gap in after 12th and when they have joined their college. So how much gap is allowed if they have not done anything during that time? Basically, the question is how much gap year is allowed after 12 for NQT?
Okay. As far as the paid NQT is concerned, I do not have any regulations. I am only testing their cognitive ability for who they are. Someone could have had gap year, someone did not have any gap year, someone had some backlog and cleared it, so someone did not have the backlog. All that is not a consideration for paid NQT because I'm just giving you a score on your cognitive ability and your programming ability, right? Now, when you apply for a job, each corporate might have their own restrictions. Some corporate might say, I need someone who did not have any arrears at all. Some corporate might say, I need people with no break in career or no break in between 12th and graduation. These are all rules mandated by the corporates, which you will come to know only when you're applying. Appearing for TCS NQT and getting a score is not having those restrictions. Post score, when you're applying for a job, those restrictions may come from a corporate, which I do not know today.
Sure. The next question is on the preparation strategy. Like, what are the steps to prepare for NQT, or is there any preparation strategy about TCS NQT they want to know?
Yeah, see, like I said, any paid NQT user will get access to a very detailed learning content. Anyone who has taken the sample test or even an actual test before knows that most corporates look for basic numerical verbal reasoning skills, right? And these syllabus is not based on engineering curriculum. These are based on predominantly maths or skills towards numerical ability and all that students would have gained between say 8th to 10th, right? Not even 11th, 12th, right? Predominantly between 8th to 10th, right? Now, all of us have come through 10th, right? However, all of us may not be able to answer a question in, say, 90 seconds, right? Someone might be able to answer it in 30 seconds. Someone might be able to answer it in 5 minutes. So, preparation helps to freshen up the foundational knowledge one has. And that is where the learning content we have created helps. Where even if someone is able to put 2-3 hours of learning, even starting from today, they can learn maybe 2-3 topics each day. Each of these topics have practice content, test content that tells whether the student is able to master this particular topic or not. So out of 30 topics, if someone is comfortable in 15, then you don't have to repeat that learning again. If you're not doing well in certain half of the topics, for example, repeat the learning one more time. So it is important to be not very overconfident and say that it's only a 10th standard skill, I will go and take it. It is about time management as well. So some amount of refresher to these skills and also to practice some of the learning will definitely go a long way in doing the cognitive section well. When it comes to programming, I am sure there is a lot of material available to learn the basics of programming and You don't have to master all the languages. Most companies do look for Java programming skills, do look for maybe Python programming skills. Maybe pick one or two languages that are comfortable for you, or that is something aspirational for you, and start learning it. I think anyone wanting to make an IT career, it will be always good to pick a programming language and become a master at it. So even in TCS exam or in this paid NQT exam, you can pick the language. It is not that you're mandated to write in a particular language. So the choice is with you. If you know Perl, you take that question in Perl. Same question can be answered using a Perl programming language or a Python language or a Java language. So you master one of the languages and then do well in that.
Sure, Mani, thanks for the detailed information. The next question basically is like a student has bought TCS NQT cognitive and attitudinal alignment. Now he wants to purchase the IT career readiness pack. So can he change anyway and purchase it?
Ask them to write to service desk, let them see how they can help, because we have to look at it on a case-to-case basis. I ask them to write to service desk and see what can be done.
Now, there are students who are graduating or becoming graduates in 2023. So they want to know, are they eligible, as well as the distance learning students, are they eligible for NQT or not?
Both are eligible. So after they write the test, they have to look for the right job opportunity to apply. If a job application says that even distance learning is okay, then they can apply for it.
Sure. Now, in the new test pattern, what if someone cleared the foundation part and not the advanced part? Will they be selected for Ninja profile? Because as advanced is for digital only.
Yeah, so rather than answering this question in the context of Ninja and digital, I'll come to that later. First thing is, if you do well in the foundational cognitive section, you will get a score for that foundational section, right? So corporates will know that this is your cognitive score, right? So maybe for many of the job roles, that might be sufficient. So you might get a certain job role with a certain salary level, right? Which is equivalent to a TCS Ninja, for example, right? But that might apply to a job with a Persistent or Emphasis or any other IT company as well, right? Now, if you've done well in the advanced section and if you've done well in programming, then you might get a differential salary and a different job role. In TCS case, it is digital. In some other companies, it might be called by some other name. So to answer the question, yes, if you do well in only the foundation section, you will still have a cognitive score, and using that you can still apply to jobs, which is equivalent of Ninja. So you will still get a Ninja eligibility from a TCS context.
And the next part to it is money, like if a 2023 batch pass out wants to apply, so can he take a TCS NQT 2022 July exam? Is he eligible for the 2022 July exam?
Yeah, they can write.
Okay. One of the students wants to know that the test happens quarterly. So does that mean the job opportunities are also available quarterly?
See, job opportunities are available throughout the year. We have partnered with 900 plus companies, but if you look at today, you'll not see the jobs from all 900 plus companies, right? Because each company has two types of requirements, right? One, which is an immediate requirement. They have a demand to fulfill in the next 2 weeks, 4 weeks, right? Then they go for students who have already graduated. So if I'm sitting in June 2022 and many of the 2022 year of passing students are still writing the exam. They don't have a degree on hand, which means that they cannot become employable in 2 weeks. So what will the corporate do? They will look for 2021 and maybe even 2020 year of passing. So for some immediate requirements, they will post jobs today. But if they're not hiring immediately, but they're looking for next year talent, then they might wait till the maybe October, November time frame when they might start selecting such 2023 students. So depending on whether the company has an immediate job requirement looking for graduated students or looking to hire for next year requirement. The job postings keep changing, right? So it is not that the jobs come every quarter, the jobs come throughout the year. What comes when is based on what is the immediate fresher hiring requirement for that company. Is it for immediate hiring or is it for next year hiring? Depending on that, the timing actually varies a bit.
Sure, Manish, sure. Another question is there any separate NQT, like subject NQT for cyber security and as well as for non-IT programs like mechanical engineering? And also he wants to know more about placements.
Yeah, so we are working on adding more subject variants, including some subjects for the core engineering branches. And for cyber security, we do not have anything right now, but based on demand, we will add it in future. Right now, we do not have it.
Sure. So Mani, some students want to know more, like they want to get more information specific to the interview questions and what are the rounds or what kind of questions are asked in the interview. So any information is updated or can they get this information somewhere?
First and foremost, whatever I'm talking about is not TCS hiring. I want to make sure that the entire audience understands it, right? TCS hiring is done by TCS talent acquisition team and they have their own cycle to do it, right? All the processes related to application, test, interview, all that is decided by them and run by them. I am not going to get into that because that is not me. I am running national qualifier test as a employability readiness product that will help students get placed in many companies, including TCS. Right? So, from a employability preparedness perspective, there are a lot of material available in terms of even Google, for example, recently has come up with something where they are guiding students on what sort of questions might come up in interviews. There are a lot of free material available on how to prepare for an interview. Right? So, what is getting asked in an interview is the decision of the corporate. I do not hire. In TCS NQT, we do not conduct interview or we do not hire. We create a set of product variants so that the students get certified on these skills so that these skills are used by corporates to hire. That is what we are doing in the TCS NQT space. We do not conduct interviews. We do not hire. Once we do the test, we offer opportunities for the students to go and apply to jobs in our portal. That is how we operate.
Sure, Mani. Another is that can the students have a chance to change the center for remote from remote to in center?
Yes, before June 25th, they should do it. Once that date is closed, after that, they cannot edit it.
Okay. And for in center, will the students get any rough paper or so if required by them, or they have to bring on their own?
I do not know answer to this question. Indu, do you know if any rough sheet is given in the center?
It's not no money actually. I think if we mention they can we can be arranged. But I think there is a notepad and a calculator available on the candidate console. The students can use that.
Okay, that's great. One of the questions is related to the jobs money, like how can we apply for jobs in job listing portal once we get the scores, and they want to know the steps.
Can you quickly show Indu? Just quickly show the jobs link.
Yeah, we
Just
are
take
about
a minute to show that.
Yeah.
So this is where like student can access the jobs. So jobs. So there are a lot of filters available, company, industry, skills, date posted work experience, the filters are available. And also there is a filter for job location and employment type as well. So you can find all list of jobs that are open in the platform.
Click a job. Can you click a job, Indu?
Yes, ma'am.
So for example, what you saw was like a stamp. When you click it, you have a complete detail about the job in terms of which company has posted this job, what is the salary level, what is the job summary, what are the key skills expected, what is the basic qualification to apply for the job, what is the preferred qualification, right? So all these are part of the job details. So as a candidate, you can filter based on job role or company or salary and apply to these jobs if you're eligible.
Also before that there is before you apply to the jobs, there is also an important step which you can make sure that you are updating your profile. Okay. So for that,
Sure.
you need to go to your dashboard and then you have to apply. Okay.
Yeah, she's talking about the digital profile, which we call as the rich profile, because a lot of job recommendations, we do also send communication once a week to all the certified students in terms of what are the recent jobs that have been posted on the platform. And these recommendations are based on your profile, your year of passing, your graduation, your specialization and things like that. So the more data you complete on your digital profile, the better the recommendation can be. And when you apply for a job, it will also help the corporate to shortlist better. If data is incomplete, most likely your application will not be considered by the corporate.
So also on this chat, I have posting the link of how they can update a digital profile. There is a detailed video of you can demo videos available. So you can go through it and you can update your profile. In case you're not clear or what needs to be done, there is a detailed video that has been posted as well on this chat box.
So thanks, Indu and Mani. Since we are running out of time, I will just take the last two questions. And basically one of the questions is related to the payment failure. Like if they if their payment has been failed, like for this July exam, that how they have to pay again, or what is the procedure, what they have to do for it?
Yeah, the answer is simple. Like it happens in any other payment platform, if your payment has failed and you know that the money has not been deducted in your account, then the transaction has not been done at all, right? You have to pay again so that your subscription is done. Now, the other possibility is that money has been deducted from the account, but still the payment is not successful in our system. Then the money will get refunded in about a week's time or something, but you can make one more payment. In case there is a challenge where you made a second payment, but your first payment is still not refunded, you can raise a ticket and you will make sure that your money is refunded. But 99% of the time, it will happen automatically without you writing to us. In short, if payment failed, that means that you have not been subscribed. You will not be called for the exam. You have to make one more payment which is successful. Only if payment is successful, you have subscribed and you'll be called for the exam.
Sure. So the last question mainly is regarding the October NQT cycle. What is the last date for registration for the October cycle, and when will be the exam? When is the exam? Like what is the exam date for the October exam?
Yeah, we will update in the portal. You can continue to watch the portal for the date. It will be somewhere towards the end of September.
Yeah, and Shubhra, I think I just wanted to answer one more question. So there's a question on 10th July exam. So the main subjects will start on 10th July. It will not be any delay, but there are some additional papers few students are taking. Those dates will be communicated to you well in advance, one week prior. Okay. So the exam starts on 10th July, but there will be a proper scheduling plan. Like if you're extending for one more day, like more number of students are there, we do one more shift on July 11th, we will keep you informed. And
one more quick comment, Shubhra, based on some message I'm seeing in the chat. Some people are saying that they are not able to edit the application. They have to log into the digital learning hub, which is where they bought the product initially. They have to go to the same product, and instead of apply now, it will show as view form. Maybe view. I think yeah, it will say edit form or view form, right? So from the product only, the e-form can be opened, right? And if someone still has challenge, you can log a ticket in our online help desk tool. We'll help you out.
just quickly, I'll take 1 minute to show how a student can edit his application form. Only just one more minute. Yeah, I'll just sharing my screen. So suppose if you bought a cognitive product, you can click on that product and click on buy now or activate now or edit application. There is a edit application button as well. So you can click on this and you can the application will open in the edit mode. Even when you click on buy now or activate now also, it will still open in the edit mode only. And there is also edit application button as well. So if you want to change the mode, you can change this. There was a question how to change the exam mode. Then if you want to change your exam cycle, say July to October and all, you can change it and then you can submit it again. Again, this editing this application, for example, now July exam cycle, we are closing the application by June 25th. So beyond June 25th, you cannot make any changes for the July cycle. Okay. If you have chosen your exam mode as in center and you have chosen the July exam cycle, after June 25th, you cannot change. Even if you change, it will not reflect. Okay. You will have to appear for the exam as per the whatever exam mode you have given.
So, Indumati and Manivanan, thank you so much for the wonderful session. I think it would have been very insightful, and the students would be guided right as of now through this session, because much of the information was available and Indumati has given the demo too. So I would like to wish all the very best to all the participants for the July exam. And thank you so much for attending the today's session. So thank you so much. Thank you, Mani. Thank you,
Yeah,
Indumati.
thank you. Thank you all for joining today.
Thank you all.